Today I am bringing you along to thrift with me in Goodwill for some new home decor. I'm going to share what I bought and how I style it in my home. So come along and let's go thrifting. Hello there and welcome. I am so glad that you're joining me for this video. Today we are going thrifting in a new to me Goodwill. This location is quite a drive for me, so I've never been here. We're going to start here in the books section. Coffee table books are so expensive, but they are very popular right now to decorate with. So I am always on the hunt for thrifted books that are interesting to read, but also look aesthetically pleasing displayed around my home as decor. I saw several here that were great books. This Baking with Julia had some wonderful pictures and recipes, but it also had that clean, crisp white cover. I always love to look at any mirrors, but I think $39.99 was too expensive for what you got here in this one, although it was very pretty. I also love to thrift artwork. You can find some really interesting, unique pieces to add in and around your home when you thrift them, and you can get such a great price. This poster was new in package. It was really, really pretty and would look gorgeous framed out and hung on your wall. Not a bad price for $3.99. This oversized metal tray had such wonderful details. It could hang on your wall, or you could use this styled on an oversized ottoman or circular table. It was $24.99. You can always tell at the thrift store when somebody donates their collection. They put out all this Arthur Court. This company has been around since the 1970s. I have several pieces that I collected in the 90s, and they're made of a high quality aluminum. They're food safe. They look beautiful, never tarnish. These are great pieces to have in your collection of servingware. Some of these were in rough shape, but there were quite a few that were in really good condition. They just have that beautiful grapevine aesthetic to them. So very fun to find collections if you're wanting to add a grouping of an item. They're all right here at the thrift store. Florals are another great item to always look for at the thrift store. You can get really nice, beautiful faux stems and flowers at the thrift store for good prices. This little terracotta pot with a faux lavender caught my eye, and it ended up its Hearth in hand. It was $1.99. A little dusty, but otherwise in perfect condition. Not in perfect condition is this divided galvanized metal tray, but you could easily fix this with a little bit of JB Weld. You get that at the hardware store, and it would be a beautiful centerpiece filled with flowers or some of your favorite decor. This faux leather and wood storage trunk also caught my eye. Very cute and decorative. You could also use this for storage. I love pieces that have that multiple function. And how beautiful is this oversized floral tray? The colors were absolutely wonderful, and it would have come home with me if I could have just found a place to put it. Not so beautiful is this broken little topiary. I have this exact plant at home from Hobby Lobby, and $4.99 is way too expensive. Baskets are another item I love to find at the thrift store and bring home. At first glance, this basket was really pretty with its two-tone color, but it was in rough shape, so I decided to leave it behind for someone else. In addition to baskets, I love thrifting vintage dinnerware and dishes. It doesn't matter if it's a full set or if it is a piece here or there. I just love to find dishes that are older and have a beautiful pattern on them. This particular Goodwill had a wonderful selection to choose from. Let me know in the comments down below, what is it that you love to thrift for most? This was just a quick trip around the thrift store while you thrifted with me. Now let's head on home. I'm going to show you what I bought and how I styled and repurposed it in my home. So I ended up purchasing this vintage print. It is double matted and the frame is really rough and not usable for my home decor aesthetic, but that mat and canvas were just too beautiful to pass up, and it was only $6.99. So I am going to deconstruct this frame, which ended up being a more difficult feat than I anticipated. I don't know what glue they used on this, probably back in the 70s or 80s. It was glued tight and there was comic strip newspaper that it was glued on. I eventually got the canvas and the double mats out of the frame, and I am going to put that in a different frame, upgrade it, and make it look fabulous here in my home. This frame that I will be using came from an estate sale and I only spent $3 on it. I am going to use my L square here and trim down the matted picture. It was too big for this 8x10 frame. So with an X-Acto knife, I'm just going to use that to score and trim down the print to the correct size. I will be using this paper tape to secure my canvas into the frame. This works really good and it seals it in and keeps it in place. And when we're done, for $10 total spent, I have this beautiful new framed piece of artwork. I just couldn't resist and pass up this Baking with Julia cookbook. The clean white crisp cover with the gold writing just was beautiful in and of itself. But then you look at all of the wonderful recipes. I love cookbooks that have pictures of the food and they're just so enticing. This particular book was copyrighted from 1996. I cannot wait to display it here in my kitchen and start to use it. This cookbook was reasonably priced at $1.99, and when not in use, I'm going to store it here in this napkin holder that I use to hold my vintage cookbooks. Another little treasure that I thrifted on this particular day was this lavender in this terracotta pot. It was Hearth in Hand, originally $4.99 and marked from the 2020 collection. It was a little dusty, so I'm going to use some compressed air to blow it off and clean it up. And then it is going to be the perfect addition to my home decor. thank you so much for thrifting with me today at Goodwill. I always appreciate that thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe and come back for the next video. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. See you again real soon.